What's the difference between a good song and a great one? I think it's the details. Let's talk about it. So the big idea here is basically my 10th law of songwriting, which is that every detail matters. Most songs die from 1,000 tiny cuts. I would argue that with songwriting, even above almost any other art form, details matter. Because sure, details absolutely matter in a book, but in a 500-page book, if there are some details that aren't great, by percentage, it's almost nothing, right? If 3 pages of the book were kind of out of 500, honestly, that's probably not that big of a deal. Probably nobody's losing much sleep over that. People aren't talking about those 3 pages and how terrible they were because the rest of the book was pretty good. But with songs, we got maybe 4 minutes, maybe 5 minutes if you write longer songs. A lot of times these days, songs are like 3 minutes. You don't have much in the way of lyrics, maybe 200 words, 300 words. So of all art forms where details are everything, it's songwriting, because all there is details. A movie's 2 hours long. These days, more like 2.5 hours long. So one detail being off, maybe not that big of a deal. It's 1 minute out of the 2.5 hours. But if 1 minute of your 4-minute song is crap, you're done. That's 1/4 of the entire song. So details in songwriting matter even more than in other art forms, and surely they matter in all art forms. Details matter in everything. Anybody who's ever been great at anything has an appreciation for the details, as they often also have an appreciation for the fundamentals, though we're talking about the details in this video. But like every other video in this series, don't take my word for it. Let's go to some quotes. So first is Chris Cornell of Soundgarden. A song can be almost perfect, but one wrong note, one sloppy lyric, it's like a crack in a mirror. You have to obsess over every detail. Or Matt Bellamy of Muse, greatness lives in the small stuff. One off-key sound or weak line can break the spell. Every detail has to be right to make a song soar. Or Paul Simon of Simon and Garfunkel, a song's magic is fragile. One clunky phrase or rushed chord can unravel it. You've got to polish every piece to keep it whole. Or Marco Seresto of one of my favorite bands, Poets of the Fall. Listen for anything that jars, a weird rhyme, a flat sound, and rework it. Trusted ears will point out what you're blind to. Fix it all. Or how about John Denver saying great songs die from tiny oversights. Care about every note, every word, and your song will live bigger than you dreamed. Or Matt Scannell of my favorite band, Vertical Horizon, who says it's the little things, off phrasing, muddy tones that sink songs. Sweat every detail and you'll craft something that lasts. So how do we practically apply this law or principle to our songwriting? I think the first step is to just listen to that cringe you feel. If you've ever listened back to your song or played your song and there's maybe a little lyric, or maybe there's a note in your melody or a chord choice that just kind of makes you cringe and it's like corny or it just doesn't quite sit right with you, listen to that voice. That's the first step, is to not ignore that voice that cringes a little bit when you say that one word or when you sing that one line. Listen to that cringe and then actually go and fix it. Try to figure out what's wrong and fix it. And also, if you have some trusted voices, maybe you have a musician or fellow songwriter friend that you trust their songwriting judgment, maybe have them listen to it and get their feedback. So overall, in general, don't let the little things kill your song. Sweat the details. And sweating the details are essentially what some of the steps from my 6-step lyric writing checklist are all about, where we are obsessing with, even at a word level, our lyric. Is this word the right word, or can we upgrade this word to something that's more precise and has more emotion in it? That's actually one of the steps. I call it iterative lyric editing, where you sort of take the song at a section level and try to figure out what's not working and fix that, and then you take it at a line level and fix what's not working, and then you go word by word and try to figure out, can this word be changed to a better word, or should I reword this? So if you're interested in taking the overwhelm that can be lyric writing and making it so much simpler so you can repeatedly write lyrics that you're actually proud of, better lyrics, be sure to check that out. songwritertheory.com/lyric checklist. The checklist will absolutely help you on a macro level, at the high level of your lyrics, but also at the detail level, the all-important detail level of your lyrics. So be sure to check it out. Again, songwritertheory.com/lyric checklist. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every single one of you. Talk to you in the next one.